Okay, let's talk about some little tools. Not only fixtures and jigs and heavy things like that, but little tools that I've made also. And once again, cannibalizing parts. This was a little caliper that I took half of it off and I made this little holder. Now, what in the world is this thing? What is that? Couldn't even imagine how to use
the top
that.
of it, Bob, what you're looking at. Yeah.
Like that?
And then move it. There we
The whole
go.
thing slides back and forth. Okay. What is that? Well, this is a little device for marking the swedge or the top grind or the false edge of a knife. And what I do is I put a Sharpie, of which I've got Sharpies all over the shop. Blue ones. I really like blue. And that'll adjust back and forth. Now I've got a tube of brass. Now, why do I have a tube? Because I want only one point to contact the edge of the knife. I want to mark the top of the blade, and I'm going to use that contact point on that brass tube to run along the edge with the Sharpie mounted in position. I'm going to lock it using this little wheel here.
We'll have to see the wheel later.
I hold it like this. And I just mark where my swedge is. And that's going to be repeated, since I haven't moved the Sharpie at all, on the other side.
Can you hold it towards the camera more?
Which one?
The blade? There we go.
Yeah.
Okay. And then show us the little wheel, the locking wheel on the
Oh, no, it's part of the bottom part here. It's just, it comes on this. This is just a mechanical caliper. Just, you can see the inch marks on there. And I just took the front part off and mounted the brass block that holds my Sharpie. And that comes out like that. That's for marking the swedge at the top of the blade. Now for marking the main bevel, this line, this line here. Once again, I cannibalize an old caliper, and that section moves back and forth. And on the back, it's got a nice, flat, square edge. It moves up and moves down. That's the lock right there. You can move it up or you can move it down. And the way I use this is the blade sits on that edge. The cutting edge sits on there just like that. It's nicely firmly held. See if I can do it. I'm trying to do this upside down. Normally I don't do this upside down like that. Okay. Let me do, oh, here's a way I do it like this. Is that okay? Can you see that? Okay. Sure. And then what I'll do is adjust that down to just where I want it to be. It locks in place. And once again, I'll use my faithful Sharpie. Draw a line, turn the blade over, do exactly the same thing on the other side. And I now have grind lines for the top on both sides of the knife.